problem, battleships on a board. So this problem, you'll be given a 2D matrix, and this matrix, each character which is an X represents a battleship which is on the board. So it's a case where the battleships, they can be placed horizontally and vertically, and there could be like one cell of space between two different battleships. So in this problem, you're supposed to count and return the number of battleships that are present on the board. So this problem is very similar to count the number of islands problem that we had earlier, but there's a key difference. The battleships, they're going to be like a straight line, so they can be placed either horizontally or vertically on the board. And also another thing which is different is there'll be a cell which separates them. So earlier when we tried to solve it, I think we use recursion, and that's because for the islands, they can be any irregular shape. So in order to visit the island, we had to visit all the neighboring cells to keep a count of how many islands are there. Here it's going to be different. Since it's going to be only a straight line, we can solve this problem in O of n time. So what we could do is we can just traverse it, and every time we encounter a cell, we check if this is like the cornermost cell battleship or not. So using that, we can keep a count. So yeah, let's try solving it. So first thing, we'll just keep a result variable to store it, and then we just traverse over the board. So int. So we are concerned only with the values equal to x. So if board so this is what they've specified, that x represents battleship is present. So we have two cases. It could be we have to check if that's the starting of the ship. So it could be placed horizontally or vertically. So first thing is we'll check if it's placed horizontally on the board. So imagine if it's placed like this, we encounter the first. We need to check if I plus, if there's a cell, there's a previous cell before it also has a battleship, because that means it's we don't need to count it twice. So what we could say is if hope that makes sense. So it's a case where we encounter a cell, we check if the row before it, that one had a battleship or not. If it did, then we don't want to count it a second time. We just want to count only the starting point of the ship. Same thing we can check at the column level. So we can say if j greater than 0, else we just increment the count. And thus we just return the result. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Let's try running the solution, and we'll try submitting it. So yeah, the time complexity will be O of n, where n is the number of cells on the board, because like you see, we're just traversing it twice. Oh, sorry, we're traversing it only once, and every time we encounter a cell, we just check if that is the start of the battleship or not, and based on that, we keep a count. And for space complexity, it's going to be O of 1. So we are doing everything in place. We're not creating any new data structure to store any values. So yeah, we can say it's of constant space complexity.